Hello. So today I thought I'd go over this new device I got to replace the pressure cooker I used to have, the Afghan one, the outdoor one that contained lead. So this is called CanCooker. And it's not really a pressure cooker, but it steams. You still have to be very careful. One thing I want to point out right away is you need some serious oven mitts to open this up after you cooked with it. Extremely hot. I use some utensils to open this up, but it's very light. I think it's aluminum. I bought these grips, silicone grips that do. You are able to carefully pick this up, and you won't burn yourself as bad. So this lifts up. This lifts up. It comes with a replaceable gasket, and then as you can see, there is a kind of like a coating in there, so you don't want to use metal to wooden or rubber spatulas are fine, but I would not scrape this material off. So yeah, I have a very simple recipe. It's like a stew. I've made it before with the pressure cooker, and I'm just going to kind of show you how to do it with this. So we'll be right back and we'll get some ingredients going here. Okay, we're back for the first set of ingredients: onions, pepper, your favorite seasoning. I haven't tried this. I don't know if it's my favorite one, but just like a general purpose. And then ground pepper and sea salt. But more on that later. Let's start chopping. So I'm not in the kitchen today. Just, again, sometimes if you want to try cooking when you're camping or somewhere else, it's good to practice away from the kitchen. Make sure you have everything you need, like this really neat folding cutting board that I'm using now for the first time. You know, I have something on my mind, and it's probably a YouTube no-no, but someone disliked my other cooking video, or maybe many people did. I mean, thank you for taking the time to watch my video, but who dislikes a cooking video? Put those in there. All right. So I'm going to continue the chopping process, but yeah, you don't need to see the whole thing there. I'm going to just repeat what I just did. Quarter up the onions, throw them in the pot. There's some more wisdom. I don't know if you want to call it wisdom. I have more thoughts like, you buy a new home. Oh, don't put too much focus on the kitchen. Or maybe you want to. I don't know. Our kitchen is absolute a pit. But with creativity, you can cook anywhere. Being clean is very important, though. You just don't, you don't want to cook in a contaminated environment. If there's dirt in your basement, you have a dirt floor, stuff like that. But yeah, there's some thoughts there. Ooh. I like this type of chopping because the steam really softens these up. You don't need to dice them too much, so it's just a matter of getting rid of the skin off. A little bit of waste here. But I try to get this ready. Amy's working hard, and I like to have her meal ready by the time she gets home. It's like kind of like ham radio, right? Amateur radio. People have a lot of elaborate base stations in the house and antenna systems. Where I have some of that, but I like to be out in the field with the radio, so I have a lot of portable equipment. Nothing permanent. It's kind of the same idea with the cooking setup. It's simple, portable. Let's get these cleaned up for the next vegetables. The thing I probably would miss is a running sink. So I'd go upstairs for that, right? I don't use these parts. Amy does like that part, but not for this. It's a little bit too much better. Yeah. All right, not the best job there, but kind of cool tip I saw on YouTube is when you chopping up peppers, don't use this side up because this is bouncy. See, your knife bounces back. Instead, flip it over. No bounce. See? Give this a quick stir. All right, gonna go get the rest of the ingredients and add those. All right, first I'm gonna zap in a little bit of grapeseed oil on the bottom there. Give it another stir. We got some frozen mixed veggies. Yum, yum. Listen to that, it sounds like candy. But it's so evil, it's not candy. It's yucky frozen vegetables. All right. Let's see, some frozen broccoli. Jeepers. Hopefully there's enough room for the corn. This is the best part. Corn on the cob. Actually, I can't put that in yet. I love these Impossible meatballs. Plant-based. I still eat real meatballs, but these taste wonderful. So I use them. See how wide this is? That's 6 inches across, so very handy. Actually, now I should add some seasoning before I add the corn in. General purpose. Whoa, that came out fast. Holy crap. And sea salt. Now I have to give this a really good stir because that seasoning kind of came out really fast. First time using that brand. All right. Now for the corn on the cob, I am going to try to fit as much as I can, if not the rest, because these come out so good. Probably put the gasket in so I have an idea how much room I have. Be right back. Okay, we're gonna drizzle some more grapeseed oil there. Add more sea salt, more fresh ground pepper. Since we added the corn in. Okay. Very, to me, important. I don't know if you actually need this, if you want to add more oil instead of using butter, but I use 2 half stick of butter. I like the half sticks because you can put them in different parts of the container, of the vessel. And that peeling went most unsmooth because it's on camera. And then we got some ranch seasoning mix. Nice. Then some brown gravy mix. And I don't know. I think I used a little bit of 2 cups of water last time I did this. It came out good, but I have different amounts of food in here than last time. And it didn't seem to be enough for a stew. It was very good, but it wasn't a lot of broth left. So, and you definitely need a good amount of water because this thing's based on steam. We'll go with that. Now, when heating this, when cooking with this, you don't want it too high because you want the steam. You want the steam to take effect long enough, so you do like leave it on a simmer. And you'll see steam starting to come out of that little hole in the top. And you know it's working. And then, so I'm going to try to, the instructions say 25 minutes to 35 minutes. I imagine something this big, all this food in here, is going to be more on the 35-minute side. Then you carefully remove it from the heat and let it stand for 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, let's start the oven. So that latches, and there's another latch similar here. Make sure we're centered on the burner and start the fire. And I'm going to put this all the way down to simmer. So I don't think they want you boiling it. You don't want to boil all the water off and then there's no steam cooking. So it's 20 minutes after 3 local time. And we'll just keep an eye on this and you'll see or I'll see steam coming out of this whole little port. And that's to be expected. That means it's working. So we'll come back together and we'll check on how this is going in a little while. Okay, well, I thought I'd come back and say a few notes about these accessories, the kind of the heat grips here. They do sell separate. I do recommend them. It makes it a lot easier to handle this when it's hot. Still though, these get very warm still, so be careful. Still use pot holders if you have to. The thing I read about these after I bought them is you can't, these grips cannot be used on an open flame. So if you plan on using this on a campfire, I imagine, it's not recommended you use these. So I was a little disappointed to find that after buying them, but still, it's perfect for this. And if I'm not burning myself, that's okay then. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes. Still very low temperature on simmer. I don't see if you can hear that. You can hear it. It's definitely activity in there. It sounds like it's boiling and churning. What I used to do with the outdoor pressure cooker was I was able to stir it by rolling it around the ground. That worked for the pressure cooker because it's all sealed. I don't think they recommend you do this step. I just do it, and I take it carefully and just kind of shake it around a bit. I don't know if that did anything. This thing is so packed. Because I wanted all that seasoning that I dumped on top to spread out evenly. Don't see any steam coming out of the port yet. But patience comes with cooking. Okay, 21 minutes into this, there is definitely some nice steam coming out of that porthole. There's no water splashing up through that, so I think that's, to me, that means it's a good indication. I don't have the heat on too high, but it's high enough to get a good, to cook the food. And it's starting to smell delicious. Okay, so this has been going for about 35 minutes. It's good timing, I ran out of fuel. So now we carefully remove it from the heat and put it on a surface that can handle high heat. This is seriously hot, so put it on. I think this surface is okay. I've tested it before. And so we'll be back. Don't even attempt to open this lid until after 5 to 10 minutes of waiting for it to cool down relative. Okay, it's been a good 5 to 10 minutes of this sitting cooling. Oh, but this is still dangerously hot. So I use these to, don't even want to come near that. This is okay, this thing here, but still careful. And this is going so smooth because we're on camera. Try that. Wow. That looks amazing. Wow, oh, a little silly gasket fell in. That's stupid. But wow. Well, there you have it. Not so much of a stew like I called it. Actually, there's more liquid in it this time. Frozen broccoli. The onions translucent. The plant-based meatballs. Yeah. Okay, let's go eat. Thank you so much for watching. Comments appreciated. And try to answer any questions you may have. Thank you. Stay happy, stay healthy.